Hey all you cool cats and kittens, Tuffymon here with a night of strategy goodness, bringing Banner of the Maid, getting our loose learn on, I guess, since it's supposed to take place around the Napoleonic times. So, I hope everyone will have a wonderful night and join me for Banner of the Maid. Well, which mode? Let's see. You can save the game anytime during battle. Retreating causes no penalty. Start the game with a small amount of funds. First time players. You can save only once in each battle. Retreating causes a penalty to your rewards earned. Start the game with no extra funds or reputation. Honestly, neither mode sounds terrible. Officer mode sounds like, save scumming. And we don't need to save scum. So I think we can go with general mode. Who cares if we don't start with funds? Most games you don't. So we will go with general mode. Just means we have to save before battle. Down arrow indicates weakness. I hope everyone enjoys. Please let me know if I need to change the camera location. This is a much newer game. It's only a couple of years old, 3, I believe. It is a combination of like Fire Emblem and Advance Wars. And of course, you know, tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics. I have played a couple of stages, but I'm looking to go through the whole game. There's like 31 main stages and side content. It is subtitles, but there is Chinese talking. See, that's crazy because muskets get a bonus versus cavalry. So prologue, Night in Varennes. Summer, 1791, Varennes, France.
Huh?
Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? I can only hope that it's true, otherwise the King of France might already be in the territory of another country. Be vigilant, Marquis de Lafayette. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during a crucial moment. What is the king thinking? Can't he just stay put in the palace? Comte Mirabeau, having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. If my pronunciation is off, I'm sorry. I'm not perfect on non-English words. It was I who provided the intelligence. Of course, I have the responsibility to accompany you and the troops there. I don't think they're the Garde Nationale.
原来如此。
It's the army of the royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquis de Lafayette, please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage.
让我来吧。
Don't worry. You'd better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. You're just gonna have to enjoy some booba. We get it once in a while. Most of the characters are in these flashy shots. There's nothing lewd about this. It is tasteful. There might be some ampleness, but there's nothing wrong with this. What's that noise?
Huh?
The enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first. Get close to attack. Show no mercy to these traitors.
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
And get a charge bonus if you move more than 5 spaces. Weapons like Fire Emblem of old do have limited usage, but they do not break. They just cannot be used. So, depending on how good your unit is, or how bad your actions are, or how much you want to change your gear, you shouldn't run out of 1-2 weapons if necessary. What's cool is we can go back and forth. We see this is not an estimate. Unless it misses, that is how much damage we will do. It will not fluctuate. It will not...
速战速决，冲啊！ 注意队形，冲锋！
Still one group of enemies left at the entrance to the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
Oh, sneaky musket.
速战速决，冲啊！ 不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Charge bonus.
注意队形，冲锋！ 速战速决，冲啊！
There is a weapon triangle. And essentially a limit break. Hey, Dr. Mrs. Tuffymon. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. The royalists were guarding this carriage. Let's get closer and take a look. Designated areas that you need to reach are marked as yellow grids. Move into that area to complete your mission.
还在磨蹭什么？快下命令！
You're having a good evening and then lost $5. Well, did you at least have a good reason for using it? Or was it like you dropped it on the ground? Like the messenger said, it's the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you, as I stay here to guard the carriage. You lost a bet. Please try not to cause a disturbance. What type of bet did you lose? I will deal with it. You can rest assured. Excuse me. Well, madame, please step outside. I find it very hilarious that this is a game set in France, but you have Chinese voicing. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. Surely you know what would happen next, yes? His Majesty is in the town, and Marquis de Lafayette. We'll find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris?
总而言之，
The documents left by His Majesty confirm that he had betrayed the country and the people. You'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France, at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly awaiting to take their bite. Then what will become of my children? The future of the royal family?
总而言之，
Well, that is a wonderful thing that you got catnapped. Did you lose the bet with the cat? Your children will be taken care of after all. They're from the bloodline of the royal family. In the current situation, their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessarily resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. I know that it's probably really tiny on the, on phone, which you like to use, but I have a wonderful kitty named Two-Piece right here next to me. Oh. Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded.
Oh?
It seems that you're the person I'm looking for.
什么？
What do you mean? Aw, I'm sorry. It's a shame. At the very bottom where the little toy is down there, Biscuit is like half a foot off a screen. Otherwise we'd have two kitties. I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you, but please listen to it carefully and then consider it seriously before answering my question. This is not only about you and me, but also the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems that the king has been found. There is not much time. Please, listen carefully. That was the most turbulent moment in my life. I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was the legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the maids of France that'll make the country peaceful and stable. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. So, the saying that the king was kidnapped is false? This right here is our main character. If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned, or even worse. Ha ha ha, it's just a story that I heard while drinking. I'm telling the story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it was just a story. Speaking of which, well, hi, Praline. I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After her intervention, there may have been changes in the royal family. Oh, young lady, do you really believe that so-called maid stuff? Wielding incredible talents, the maids are born to save the country in danger. Wait, why is Lurk not working now? No, give it a second. Try it again. Weird. It just might be Streamlab stuff. It was working last stream. Oh well. Nothing I can do about it now. I'm not sure. This young lady in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, the École Militaire... Will it be militaire? Military? I'm not sure. Received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Ah, young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte.
Oh?
A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I'm from Corsica. What a coincidence. When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that... never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? The situation of France. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates General to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy for the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commoners for the third estate. The Estates General intensified the contradictions between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed, and the king compromised, resulting in the legitimation of the current assembly.
Oh?
Well, you're quite familiar with the history. Then what do you think of the revolution? Actually, let's see. Is everything not working? Huh, I guess everything's not working. That's... Let me reload up Streamlabs. I was in Corsica 7 years ago and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the École Militaire. But in the past few years, although the power of the nobility has been weakened, the royal family stood unaffected. Attempting to connect successfully connected. Please reauthorize your Streamlabs connection once. Oh god. Let's see. I'm sorry. Of course, who knows to think about doing this immediately. Invalid O token. Only the owner of the channel may use mods. My gosh. We're doing bots. We're not... You may close this tab. Alright, let us see if that did anything now. Things work now, yay! Yay! I'm sorry. Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that, supporting the reform of the assembly and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the École Militaire. That's a policy promoted by the royal family, and they've made good use of the publicity. I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues. I can see that you don't care about politics, otherwise you would have known me. Really? Never mind. Speaking of the military... We could just exit out of it. It's not a huge deal. Young lady, have you been transferred to Toulon? There's a war going on here, as I know. My older brother is also a soldier, and he's serving in Toulon. I'm here to... To take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
Oh?
Well, then why are you... To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. Well, it was said to be a victory according to the
我们
final
这一代的
result.
革命已经结束了。
Even I can tell it from your medal. Even it's awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation. There must be a considerable degree of military merit. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier. So, you came here to talk to your brother about it. Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to the École Militaire. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he's definitely a qualified soldier. It's a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for a vacation now. It has been half a year already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in a panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they should be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in war. It's really... well, it's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying, like, the power of the maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the
说
war.
来话长，
Although the king has temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and the nobility are still weakening. If the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. Do they even know how many people will die for this? Too bad, perhaps I really have chosen the wrong person. Ahem. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable. We're done talking. I want to kill stuff. Glory on the battlefield, defending the country. We joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was totally a different thing. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. How can we take up these responsibilities? That, I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you're of the royal family or the common folks, who can really say if they can dominate their own fate? And according to my decades of experience, fate, well, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for the talk. We're nearing Toulon. Well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near. Then I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you. Thank you, and I have a few words to say to you before I leave. Yes? Your storytelling skills could use some work. Please do hone your speech before we meet next time. This is the first time I've had such an audience. This is the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And when we'll meet again in Paris, that's several months later. Alright. Is the guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet? I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. people just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war. Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did I come to the wrong place? Sound of incoming bombardment. Artillery? In the distance, it's very close. Sounds of marching. Damn it, it's the enemy force. They've already advanced this far? I have to find a place to hide immediately. We're not going anywhere to hide.
原来如此啊！
Did that young lady come this way? Could she happen to be Bonaparte's sister?
布纳巴小姐，
Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response. Then I'll have to search this entire area. Who's that blockhead yelling on the street? He might as well lead the enemies to us directly. I guess he must be the one sent by my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyways, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Tut tut, it's the enemy scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. There's a chain of advantages against other classes among the various classes of units. Your damage and hit chance against the target will be increased where you are at an advantage and decreased when you're at a disadvantage. Leclerc's chasseur et cheval is light cavalry, which is an advantage against light infantry, but a disadvantage against heavy cavalry. You can see on the far right side of the screen under the camera the weapon square. Pretty much infantry beat guns, guns beat light cavalry. Sorry, guns beat heavy cavalry, heavy beat light, light beat infantry. Oh. Whoa, hey Biscuit. Hey, my buddy. Thank you. You gotta make up your mind, my buddy. Yeah. You gonna lay down here? Oh, thank you. Thank you. What a good boy. It's a military cap of one of our soldiers and it was hit by several bullets. You can find items on the field. Seems that the front lines has expanded to this town. The port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Pauline received a broken military hat.
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！
Ah, Bisky clicked off the screen for me. Thank you, buddy.
开火！ 上吧，拿下他们！
The battlefield contains various terrains. Terrains affect the performance of troops, sometimes obstructing their movement. For example, it's harder to move through the puddles in the town, and fighting in the puddles reduces your chance of dodging enemy attacks. Well, I don't see any puddles, so... In this basket is a bundle of fleur-de-lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body? Oh no, Eris. Seems to be some civilian who didn't have the time to evacuate. Yeah, my buddy Biscuit right here. And joining me, you could see right in front of my monitor. It is not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Received iris basket and sent to warehouse. Bum, bum.
好的，今天就让我来打头
My
阵
buddy,
吧。
what's up? Do you want up? What's up, my buddy? You want up? If not, you gotta move. No, you want right there? Okay. How did you do that, Biscuit? Come on, buddy, you gotta move. My Biscuit! Oh! Biscuit, please. Come on, buddy. Love you. Mwah. He freaked out, pushed my monitor, and he hit my drink cup, and I thought it was gonna tumble. There's still only so many spots I can move things. Sometimes it's very difficult when they're adamant. They don't even know where they want to be. Oh, Biscuit, you're still right here. Nice, another miss. Hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When the morale counter is full, you can use the heroic attack command. Heroic attack increases your damage and hit chance, as well as grants you extra experience. Piece of a burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they were eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. Was my leadership good enough? Right now, we're getting a ton of things. Don't expect us to always get a ton of things. Do a normal attack to try and set up the heroic on the other. HP represents the organization of a troop. When it reduced to 0, that troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items via the item command. Unlike weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up.
都准备好了吗？
诸位，让我们为未来而战吧！战斗吧，诸位！今天的胜利会成为美好明天的基石。
Right. Take that, bad guys. Are you Mademoiselle Bonaparte? This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice is so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? I'm the subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc.
原来如此啊！
Well, just like he described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. Is that what my brother said? Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one he talked about most. However, the fits this military uniform part is my own opinion. Thank you. There are few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There's an enemy line nearby and it'll be dangerous to stay for too long. Sound of incoming bombardment. Look out, Pauline! It's the enemy artillery! Retreat! Now! Leclerc! We just got promoted to cavalry. French camp, Toulon.
伯利娜，
The battle begins in 4 hours. Are you still the determined soldier that I
拿
knew?
破仑哥哥，
Is it you, Brother Napoleon?
Hmm.
Leclerc asked me to bring you a message that you owe him a big favor and don't forget to return it later. There's Napoleon, that tiny man. Oh, hold up. The camera's in the way. Look at that tiny man. Alright. Monsieur Leclerc, is he alright now? His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. Again, if the camera in the upper right corner is invasive, please let me know on where we can move it. While it is unfortunately covering his face right now, outside of our chats, I felt like this was the best location. If I'd paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield. Don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties.
Oh.
What? Did you expect to get some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory. I mean, I guess I can leave it unlocked, and I can move it right here for the moment.
我
Should I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter the École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong? No, it was my own decision to become a soldier. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. Commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight, we'll launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me?
我
Make your decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield.
就这样办吧。
You don't want to be a soldier anymore. I will arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I'll stay, brother. Tell me about the battle plan. Good. And find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. Leclerc's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the anguish of war. It's for this reason that we decided to join the army. The Maid of Toulon. How do we go to prologue to chapter 2?
开炮！
Keep firing. The enemy's resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy positions began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. The target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defenses around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the high ground, block their reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way, Bonaparte is turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off till the nighttime. This is Rose de Belmont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she's a noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by the revolutionists. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont is the most distinguished amongst them. Speaking of the legend of the maids, it has been taboo for the past hundreds of years. It is always related to witches and heresy. Recently, there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield and the publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. It's time to make a decision. Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army. Your responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondigo, the supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rapidly promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. Your reminder is unnecessary. Or are you just trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of the maid? I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy positions. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battle on the shore. Pauline, you're with me. As for Monsieur Mondigo, do you want to participate in the charge with us? About that. I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in the condition for the charge. Then you'll be commanding the artillery support. I have already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire as planned. Well, the bombarding is crucial to the offensive. I will see to it personally. The troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. Put your ability to good use, Pauline. Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline. Understood. Get ready for the first round of bombardment. Fire! Brace yourselves. We're under fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line. As long as we hold Fort Mulgrave, victory is ours. Yeah. The dodge chance of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the rain. Units marked with ally are temporarily friendly troops of our side. They won't earn experience during battles. And units marked with calm are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat the enemies with Pauline yourself to maximize the XP earned. What was Conqueror? I don't see... Movement from Rose. +1. All friendly units receive 2 speed on plane. She is artillery. Gun, we're the same.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
How is your attack look? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us move you up twice. Oh, we get... Well, we're not going to take any damage because they'll die.
准备，开火！
全体准备，开火！
Oh, we can move the camera back up to the corner.
瞄准了，给我打！
Reorganization, that is a buff that some units have. When you kill a unit, you recover a percentage of your max HP. Keep firing! No, Napoleon, you're taking all my expizzle, man. Conqueror. Attack 2, defense, movement 1. And from Pauline, yeah, Pauline gives a bonus if you're next to somebody.
地图分析，就让我来吧。
战场上可容不得马虎。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
也不掂量掂量自己的斤两。
Pay attention to the target areas. Fire! Faster! Damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she just be like Lady Wellesley? Wellesley? Not bad. The bombardment is going well, and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, our enemy is very tenacious. Pauline, can you still hold on? Time is running out. Go all out and break through the enemy's defenses. My ability, I can maximize the courage of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I only got one shot at the moment, now is the most crucial time of the battle. Understood. Pauline's inspiration command will increase the damage done in a short period. Once you use a command skill, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack or wait to finish your action.
都准备好了
Let's
吗？
see, if we were to attack, we would get... Okay, so we want to move at least here. Inspire. Attack. Experimental.
注意，放！
Yeah. Obviously, you get more experience for killing a unit, but hey, we can't help
时间结
that.
束了，准备战斗！
狠狠的打！
This is the last round of attacks. Fire! The position, it's almost lost. It was exactly like what Lady Wellesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. The eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent. That's right. You get your attack, buddy.
准备，开火！
And I get healed.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Dr. Mrs. Tuffymon, welcome back.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
How do you like Napoleon? That's right, Napoleon Bonaparte. You like his rendition of what he's supposed to look like based on this game? Just like the lifetime version of Colonel Sanders. Do you know if he had a sister or not? Like, did they take liberties with real life, or did he actually have a sister that served in the military? I never looked that up. Way sexier than reality. What was the commercial with Colonel Sanders? Thanks, Mom. You're the best, Mom.
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
准备，开火！打起精神，可别落在后面了。
You're level 5. Why don't we destroy you?
注意，放！
Ooh.
战
Pauline.
场上可容不得马虎。
地图分析，就让我来吧。
准备，开火！感觉不错，部队的配合更默契了，继续努力吧。
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
Oh, so it is taking a little bit of from history. I never knew.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Gasp! We did it. I don't know if any of the other siblings are in it. Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that you even looked that up for me. I figured that there's gonna be, like, the names might be real, but, like, the situations aren't. Like, this lady here, her name is Rose, and she's apparently, like, his number 2. Unbelievable. Although you're just temporarily taking command, you fought with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said. You've overpraised me. It seems to be my ability or something, making the soldiers become, well, in comparison, the targeting and timing of the cannons under your command were truly impeccable. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain no matter where you're fighting. Seems that's no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right?
确实，
You're totally not the same as they said. Everyone thought that the maid of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Rose, the situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Tell the artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers, ready the cannons. Your Excellency, it's the bombarding of the French. It seems that Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Aye, ma'am. It should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds and wage war against France.
有意思。
The status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity and defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some long-term discussions. Boom, 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 boom. La victorie est en nous. By the way, we got money this time. Losing units loses money, and you can hit 0. And it's harsh. It's like losing 1 or 2 and that's it. I mean, I get it. We only had 3 this stage, but even on a stage of like 8, losing 2 is like nullifying any money you made on that stage. There are bonus stages to play. You only get 1 shot at doing them. I should say, phrase that too. You can only complete them once. So no farming of experience. I see you're here, Pauline. Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Take a good look. This is the city we've liberated. Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this?
可是
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might not have enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave. You're right. We were lucky to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I, for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking of not being able to win the battle while soldiers fight with their lives?
我
Maybe I'm not qualified to be a commander at all. Pauline, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? More painful? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in the war. Hey, Biscuit. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions.
可是
But if I could come up with better plans... Pauline, did the instructors of the École Militaire not tell you the talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom? Before that day, the soldiers who died under your command are the responsibility you must bear. Do you remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit. Brother! So much for the gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Hubert will say. With this victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated and the flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. Let us make this a little bigger. Just a little. We're already covering half their face. What's a little bit more? However, the war is not over. Starting from Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives under the influence of a woman who makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. Prelude, the Maid of Toulon. Fin. Two months later, Paris, France. Would we rather Paris or Paris? Probably just Paris, huh? Hustle and bustle of the streets. Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Malmaison Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with this name nearby. After the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military exploits. And the revolutionists' recommendation, I'm also invited to Paris by the royal family to receive my award. My brother asked me to find a cafe ran by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. We all heard that your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here. That's right. Drive them out. This used to be our home. This doesn't sound like an ordinary quarrel.
哎呦，
That's a matter of years ago. If you have so much spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? Don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense. Those people have been locked in prison with their husband long ago. Get out of here, you serpent. Tut tut, this is getting ugly. This must be Malmaison Cafe. Are you Madame de Beauharnais? My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about my visit.
Oh?
Napoleon? You must be... Stop wasting time already. Someone help me and throw her out. Hey, you! Don't do anything stupid. Rogues on the street looking for trouble? It seems that a fight is inevitable. Waves her sword. Stop it now! Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? An aged woman? Yeah, I can almost imagine the anime meme of that right now. Ouch, who is this young lady? Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform. That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say? Pauline? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon. Damn it, what trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it. Hey, old man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also, my swordsmanship which was taught by instructor D'Eon. But the Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? They must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. After all, my salon cut a lot of business from them when it was booming. Rêvez de vous rencontrer, Madame Beauharnais? My brother should have mentioned it in his letters. I apologize if I'm bothering you by living here during my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine. So, you're Napoleon's sister, Excuse me, my brother clearly said it was a stylish, magnificent place. Why is it so... run down? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here, now did I? What do you mean? It seems you still don't know it, that your story is spread all over Paris. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the Maid of France that's equal to Rose de Beaumont? Something like that. What? What's going on here? I obviously didn't. In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to lend you a room here, but you'll still have to help me out. Of course, anything that I can do. Would you rather the face? I don't know. Right now we can go right there, I guess. Then join my Club des Malmaisons and be my adjuvant. What? It was a small organization that I gathered by hosting a salon here. It was quite popular in the past. Although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted. I'm not the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long, and I don't know much about social... That you don't have to worry about. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboards. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you've tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. And keeping a good relationship with other factions would also benefit you in various ways. I understand that I am probably butchering some of the phrases. By the way, if you don't mind, can you try lurking again just to see if it works for you? Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Then I'll stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course. My brother said that you're a very reliable person. Oh. Hey, it works. Thank you. Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I'm doing okay with most pronunciation. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want to help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? Well, in short, always strike first with a decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there is a room available upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. It's already quite late today. Go get some rest. The location, Malmaison Salon, has been unlocked. The faction Malmaisons has been unlocked. On the second floor of the Malmaison Cafe, listening to the sound of the carriages that occasionally pass by the window, I recall my life in the École Militaire. According to Josephine's introduction, Paris has changed a lot compared to the days when I was in the École Militaire. The Feuillants, led by the commander-in-chief of the army, Marquis de Lafayette, and the implementing constitutional monarchy are now the main authorities. And the king's declaration of supporting the revolution had won over many supporters of the royal family among the common folks and nobles outside Paris. Because their political views match the voices of the people, the prestige of the Jacobins is rising. My brother is among them too. The situation continues to change and all factions are trying to win the support of the Parisian citizens. I couldn't help but think of the classmates that I had in École Militaire. Eugenie, Cosette, Charlotte. I wonder how they're doing now. I met them, said farewell, and went to the battlefield. I witnessed the soldiers die under our banner. I tasted victory and pain. I thought about giving up my identity of being a soldier. But eventually, I stayed. Not only because of the persuasion of my brother and others, but also because of my own pursuit. When I'm on the battlefield, I have a special ability to inspire soldiers with courage and motivate them to move forward. As if I can naturally win their trust, although I still don't know where this ability comes from. And because of this, I cannot take responsibility of a commander as decisively as my brother. There are still a few days before the banquet held by the royal family. Until then, what should I do with my free time in Paris? We're gonna play with the kitties. By trying to make friends with the wild black cat near the salon, although the results aren't ideal, I become more agile than before. Pauline has acquired a new skill. Oh. Well. That was nice. I probably would have gotten a stat out of whichever one I went. A few days later, I played with kitties and got a +1 agility. I'll take it. In the Malmaison Salon, you can take the side quests and view information such as the gallery and career achievements. The current influence of the... Dang it. Try not to cover her face. The current influence of the Malmaisons is not high enough to provide side quests to you. Try to attract the attention of other factions first. Talk to Josephine to find out what to do now. Alright, we can actually save it now though. So, we will start a new game. As you can see, I have played a little bit. I'm not super deep into it, and I have no problems playing over. We can check reputations, I believe. Wait, she's the only one right now. We're up level 1. city map or quests. Well, and it's not going to show. Josephine said that we must get familiar with the various factions in Paris before someone can task us with something. I should talk to Josephine to understand the current situation. Pauline, why are you still wearing this military uniform? The banquet is about to begin.
可是
As a soldier, I think it's more appropriate that I wear my uniform to the banquet.
这可不行。
Nonsense. Certain occasions require certain outfits. This is one of the basic skills of social etiquette. Now go to the bedroom and put on the dress I have prepared for you. Man, she is angry. But I insist. I said now, otherwise you're going to sleep on the street tonight. Dang. Brutal. Okay. A few moments later. Oh, what now?
哎呦，
Tut tut, isn't it perfect for you? Now that you're ready, get going. The banquet is held in the Palais des Tuileries. You're one of the honored guests, so don't be late. The location, Palais des Tuileries, has been unlocked. Select the map icon in the lower right and select the location, Palais des Tuileries. I had to wear this dress for the banquet, although I didn't want to. The address on the invitation is the Palais des Tuileries. Select map in the bottom right. Alright. Calm yourself. The coffee shop is a temporary residence for Pauline and a perfect place to gather intelligence. There's a conspicuous sign on the door. Those of power and status are welcome to the Malmaison Salon. Excuse me. You can receive quest commissions here. The Tuileries Palace, where the royal family members live. Usually only nobles have the privilege to enter. Excuse me. The guards of the palace have been lax compared to the time that the king returned to Paris. Provides ornaments and medals for purchase. Palais des Tuileries, Paris. Well then, allow me to say a few words. The royal family is very pleased to be able to help these outstanding generals and give them a chance to contribute to our country. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses and give a cheer for the heroes of France. Loud cheering. Alas, the wine of the royal family is truly outstanding. Don't be drinking like you have no tomorrow. Is that Monsieur Robespierre there? Maybe I should go and say hello. Whatever, those revolutionist paranoids are the one with no future. I'd rather take this opportunity to fawn over the royal family. I heard that the Queen will be here too. Gentlemen, please be careful to keep up your etiquette and do not offend other guests. Oh, of course, of course. Very good then. I wish you a pleasant evening. The brown nose are of the nobles. When I'm in power someday... Look at the size of those paintings on the left side of the screen. Easy, like 10 foot tall. The nobles and the rich are all attending the banquet of the royal family. However, the atmosphere in Paris doesn't seem very harmonious. Too bad. I'd rather have worn my uniform, but Josephine said the banquet is the social battlefield. The dress she prepared for me fits perfectly. How did she do that? Is this the Maid of Toulon? You look like an ordinary girl. And you are? You may have heard my name, Robes Paris. I'm a member of the Club Jacobin. Like your brother. Robespierre, according to Josephine, is the core member of the Jacobin, which has been very popular among the people recently. Recently, the Assembly appointed Napoleon to the Armée d'Italie as the commander-in-chief, and our faction helped a lot with his appointment. But I didn't expect the royal family would send young ladies of your age to the battlefield.
哦，
Pauline, why is the protagonist of the banquet hiding in the corner? Marie Antoinette, your Majesty. Monsieur Robespierre is here too. What are you two discussing? About that. We're discussing whether it's appropriate to send such a young lady to the battlefield. Nowadays, as the country is in distress, even such a young lady has the right to stand up and fight. Is that so? It depends on whether she's really defending the country, or just forced to help the royal family to win over the people. After all, the so-called Maid is quite suspicious. People are more familiar with the name Witch, am I right? Monsieur Robespierre, you're as sharp as ever, but their valorous performance on the battlefield is an indisputable fact. As for whether she's forced by the royal family, why wouldn't we ask Pauline's own opinion? Speaking of which, Josephine once asked me to promote our faction when I had the opportunity. Is now the opportunity? Anyway, it's now or never. I remember Josephine's slogan is, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me. What? Are you still worrying about daily food and clothing? Are you still worried about the future of your family? Do you still think that the life of the upper class is out of reach? Worry no more. Join the new salon ahead at the Malmaison Cafe for your new future. It's a place of pleasant scenery and comfortable seats, and it's hosted by the famous social celebrity Madame de Beauharnais. The Malmaisons sincerely welcome you. Come and be the future stars of Paris. Yeah, I don't think that was the right choice. Anyway, Madame de Beauharnais, I've heard of her. She's a very energetic woman. Right. That... Yeah, sounds like a good place to relax. I'm interested too. Anyway, it's an impressive speech. Yeah, it was the wrong speech. Oh, look at that. We still got reputation. The reputation of the Malmaisons has increased by 50. However, you still haven't answered the question. I'm gonna go with that. Please don't get me wrong, it was my personal wish to join the army. Like my brother Napoleon, I was enlisted to save my compatriots from the suffering of the war. Your reputation with the Jacobins has increased by 50. It seems that I have said something inappropriate. I'm sorry. That being the case, if you don't mind, I have something to talk to Mademoiselle Bonaparte about in private. Well, it's almost time for me to leave. Please do enjoy the banquet, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. Yes, we have a lot of story at the beginning, unfortunately. It's been a long time since we last met, Pauline. I heard that you had left for vacation after being awarded the medal, and I was worried that you wouldn't return to the army. Her Majesty, the Queen Marie Antoinette from Austria, Josephine, said that it was her suggestion for the king and the Foulons to join hands and save the royal family. It was also her suggestion to select women with special talents to join the army. Is she the woman in Comte de Mirabeau's story? After all, the war is still going on. Don't you wish to stop the war with your motherland? What? I can't win on this. I keep moving. The king, however, did declare that he supports the war against Austria. The banquet today is held to honor the heroes on the battlefield. Pauline, what do you think it is that can make a hero out of someone? I think being a hero is to achieve something that ordinary people can't do. And I think only those who can make choices in critical circumstances are willing to bear the consequences can be heroes. Pauline, haven't you ever hesitated to make choices because it was difficult to foresee the consequences? Just like when we first met in the École Militaire, the Queen seems to be able to see through other people's minds. Your Majesty, do you mean that I should put the entrance of the country before my own, just like you did? No, I think I'm just someone who can't be a hero. Not all that Monsieur Mirabeau had told you is true. Ah, the banquet is almost over, and your appointment has just been announced. You have to travel all the way to Italy after this. Understood. I will join the Armée d'Italie, where my brother is. Speaking of the enemy on the Italian battlefront, that's an army from your homeland, the Austrian army. Yeah, you can see the sadness in her eyes. As I said at the École Militaire, both the king and I had hoped that you girls would become the true saviors of the country, the maids of France, and change its future.
有什么需要，就
If you
和
need
士
any
官
help,
说吧。
just come to me. The royalists will back you up at any time. It's late, and you should go back to rest. I didn't mention that I know Comte de Mirabeau, did I? How did the queen... Forget it. It's very late now, and if I stay outside any longer, Josephine will be mad at me. Why be mad at you? You're just mingling like you were told. Phew. Relieved at last. The situation is getting more and more tense in Paris. It was Her Majesty the Queen who sent us to the École Militaire. I assume it was also the royal family to spread the rumors of the maids in Paris. Did they want to gain the support of the people through female officers trained by the royal family? Anyway, I should get prepared for my new appointment. There are still a lot of things to prepare before I leave for Italy. Please wait a minute, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. And you are? Louis Charles Antoine de Say. Wasn't able to find you at the banquet, and I was planning to invite you for a dance back there. So he's General de Say. Looks like he's around the same age as my brother. It's said that he was a noble but joined the army as a revolutionist, and his prestige among the people is very high. I'm not used to being on social occasions. You're quite similar to Napoleon. Oh, right. Here's something that Her Majesty the Queen forgot to give you when you left. I'm here to hand it over to you. Is this a banner? It's a replica of the banner held by the heroine who served the country hundreds of years ago. The royal family hopes that you can inspire soldiers on the front line with it. This pattern is... It's the banner of the Maid of Orleans, Jeanne d'Arc. The girl who saved France several hundred years ago? It said that she could even hear the voice of God. Why are they giving me her banner? Gervination! Welcome on in. How are you, buddy? API error? Well, that's not... Huh. Well, I'm sorry that it's not coming up with what you last played. Yeah, thanks. I like it because it doesn't showcase me as much as it showcases the area with my kitties. I have Biscuit up in the corner over here. I don't have any more with me right now, though. So what were you playing before you came over, since the shoutout is angry? And... Oh, Dead by Daylight again? Was it the last time when I saw it, when you were playing as Jason? And also, have you ever seen or heard of this game? Some Phasmo. Man, they seem to just keep updating that game. What's the matter? Are you unwilling to accept it because it's from the royal family?
可是
No, it's because I still have doubts about whether I'm qualified to command soldiers on the battlefield. I don't know, man. I totally get and understand the difference between games and real life. And games still look good enough now that horror games are just not for me. I don't need to imagine being hooked on a meat hook trying to escape. As Freddy and Jason Voorhees and all these other super monsters are trying to kill me.
Oh?
Is it so? As far as I know, a talented officer such as yourself is quite desired in the army. It's weird, because, like, I could play and beat, like, Resident Evil 1 and 2. But trying to play, like, Resident Evil 8? No thanks. General Desai, didn't you have any doubt when you first stepped on the battlefield? I heard that because you were a nobleman, you weren't trusted by your superiors at first. Yeah, I did have some doubts. Some of my problems still remain unanswered for now. However, FP view? What? Am I on the front page at the moment or something? I see big fat milky cheeks. That that is not me. The problem encountered. Anyway, I've already handed over the banner to you. Say hello to Napoleon for me next time you meet. I certainly will. And thank you very much for your answer. Have you ever seen or heard of this game before? In addition... Oh, okay. In addition, if we have the opportunity to meet again at some banquet, I hope you'll give me the honor to dance with you. The game looks very Final Fantasy Tactics, but combat seems to be more like Fire Emblem with a twist of Advance Wars. What? I think I need to go home first. Will everything we do really lead this country to a better future? This is on the Switch, but I am playing through the PC. Unlock by oh, man, they just keep liking to throw the people in different spots. Like, no, we want to see the characters when possible. Received an invitation from the royal family. New quest is available in the Malmaison Salon. The faction's royalists has been unlocked. I got this a couple of years ago, played a couple of stages, and it's been kind of like in my backlog. And just recently I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna just stream this, and this way I know I'll beat it. The location, Kasern, has been unlocked, but I did see during the summer sale, it was on sale on the Switch for like $6. Select the map in the lower right corner and select the location Kasern to continue the main story. No, I am gonna do the bonus stage first, because I want experience points. You didn't get to live in that apartment for free, you know. There's works to be done. Funds, 500. Malmaison reputation, 50. Well, sir, thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a wonderful workout, and I'll catch you around. Have a wonderful night. Pauline, where's that girl? Madame, what's the matter? Just call me Josephine and skip the rest. Well, quit it. Don't just play with wild cats all day long. You have something serious to do. There's an invitation for you. It's from... Oh my. It's from the king himself. Why, thank you. What? His Majesty the King? After all, your performance is related to the reputation of the royal family. Perhaps that's why His Majesty wants to talk to you in person. This is a great opportunity. The Malmaisons will be famous in no time. So, is there no better name for our faction? What? Are you dissatisfied with this name? Do you prefer the names of other factions? The Firefish, the feathers. On second thought, Masons sounds great. Alright, go get yourself properly dressed up
可
now.
是，
No way, do you want me to wear that dress again? I think that His Majesty wants to see a prepared soldier. You make a good point. Well then, you decide for yourself. So what clothes should I wear for the meeting with the king? This is work related. We're gonna go serious business. Yeah, we're gonna go serious business. I'm wearing a military uniform. Wearing a dress always makes me feel uncomfortable. That is not my reasoning behind it. We're not at a ball. You're here on time, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. A real soldier indeed. After all, I was summoned by His Majesty the King himself. Recently, not all that has been summoned by His Majesty the King are visiting so promptly. This way, please. Your Majesty, Mademoiselle Pauline Bonaparte is here.
你好，
Oh, nice to meet you, Citizen Bonaparte. I'm honored to meet you, Your Majesty. What is the king playing with? A lock? Oh, this one is a little research of mine, some craftsmanship. Well, His Majesty is very passionate about the craftsmanship of locks. Speaking of which, the guillotines used now were also improved according to His Majesty's suggestions a few years ago. Oh, that. It was indeed my sudden idea. Sometimes such great inspiration comes out of nowhere. For example, look at this lockbox. With the key rotated 3 times, you can open a hidden space. What should I do? The king seems to be waiting for my comment. He's going out of his ways to show his craftsmanship. He's the king. Its design is amazing, Your Majesty. I think the public would be surprised and marveled by your wisdom. Oh, you see it too. I knew that even the citizens would understand its delicateness. Your reputation with the royalists has increased by 50. The craftsmanship of yours is truly unique, Your Majesty, but today you've invited Mademoiselle Bonaparte for other reasons. Ah, yes, right. Citizen Bonaparte, I heard that you're about to leave for Italy. As Your Majesty said, I'm leaving in a couple of days. And the Queen once told me that she admired that you performed a lot of deeds of merit for the royal family on the front line. Well, I did win some battles thanks to the courage of our soldiers. Well, I'm also very pleased, and the royal family wants to acknowledge your merit with extra commendation. Since you're going to Italy, a lot of money is definitely needed. The royal family has specially prepared some funds for you. I hope that you can make use of it. Barry, please make sure it's done properly. I'll take my leave for other affairs that require my attention. Well then, Mademoiselle Bonaparte, please accept this as appreciation for your contribution to the country. Thank you very much. However, it's the first time that I've ever talked to His Majesty. It feels somehow... After all, His Majesty willingly took his time to improve the guillotines, which nobody knows who will be lying under it in the future. Monsieur Barry, I didn't mean that. But His Majesty also sincerely hopes that the country would become stable. Mademoiselle Bonaparte, please do convey His Majesty's wishes to the people should you have the opportunity. Oh, okay. Speaking of which, I'm also working with the Malmasons under Josephine, Madame de Beauharnais. The royal family happens to need some publicity. Do you run errands for her? This Madame de Beauharnais is really terrific. I see. I'll remind His Majesty the King and Her Majesty the Queen about this. Thank you. Well then, I wish you a glorious victory in Italy. Look at that. Some monies and reputations.
Oh,
Any more quests? There's no client for the time being. I'll let you know if we get any jobs.
哎呀，
Bonaparte sent more letters recently. He's much more enthusiastic than he seemed to be. In addition, the big shots in Paris have recently been looking for extraordinary military personnel for chances of cooperation. If you want to get ahead, now is the time. How's the reputation's looking? 150. Well, even if I chose something different, I'd be best at 150 and 50. So, achievements don't matter. Let us do another save. I will save as much as I need to. Okay, can we go to city map and choose? Alright, chapter 3, up and coming. At this time, France is under the threat of many hostile forces. In order to turn the tide, the Assembly appointed Napoleon as the commander-in-chief of the armed d'Italia, which is deployed on the southeastern front. On the Italian battlefield, the enemy of the French is the Austrian army. Man, that's quick. And the reinforcements of the Prussian army. The battle here will decide the fate of France. By the recommendation of the royal family, Pauline was also sent to the armed d'Italia as a commander. Carrying the banner that once belonged to the Maid of Orleans, Pauline came to Italy, a land she's unfamiliar with. Whew. French army cap Italy. Alright, I'm gonna mute it for a moment while I do a quick munch of a snack, and then I'll continue. Sorry for making you wait for a moment. After all that talking and rushing and dialogue, I needed a moment for a break. Said goodbye to Josephine and left Paris in a hurry. I set foot on the land of Italy. Again, we saw my save file earlier, and I was getting ready for stage 8. And I remember that there was dialogue in this game. It slows down a lot after like stage 3 or 4. But I didn't realize how much dialogue was at the start. It's been a long time. I was promoted with the support of the royal family. Just when I was about to put my abilities to good use, I encountered an unexpected situation.
成败在此一举。
So, my comrades, in order to spread the light of freedom and glory of France to the entire European continent, let us fight together. What on earth is this young lady talking about? It sounds exactly like Napoleon's speech, but it does feel like somewhat exciting. Pauline, enthusiasm is a good thing, but we must first be clear about our situation. Instructor Dion taught me swordsmanship in the École Militaire. Although he's an old man now, he still petitioned Marquis de Lafayette to join the front lines. He was a diplomat serving the royal family when he was young, and there are some really astonishing rumors of it. This time he was appointed by the Queen to join me in Italy. And this is Joachim Marat, a very brave cavalry commander. But he's a bit arrogant, and he's not obedient to anyone except my brother. In addition, he likes to wear exaggerated uniforms, which seemed really impressive when I first saw him. The status quo is that we don't have enough supplies or equipment. Even worse, we don't have enough troops. Although currently the morale of the Armée d'Italie has improved thanks to the arrival of your brother, General Bonaparte. But the military discipline is still sloppy and Paulette is nowhere to be found. This is Jean Lyons. Lyons? An officer with outstanding records among the revolutionists. It's just that he's not very satisfied with the troops as they are currently in bad shape. There's still an artillery officer left. Where is she? We're leaving soon. Should we wait for her? That drunkard probably didn't even receive the order to marshal forces. This is the first battle I'll face in Italy. The most important thing is to win everyone's trust. It has to be done decisively. It's just an ordinary reconnaissance mission. Gather your troops and proceed as planned. Lons joined your army. Murat joined your army. Dion joined your army. That's right. So we have double gun, horse. Why isn't my up and down? Oh, that was weird. Double gun. Kneeling dude. Alright. He has item. I have a broken military hat. Did it auto-equip my hat? Oh. It auto-equipped that hat that I found. Okay. What is this? Consume during a mission to permanently increase HP by 1 and remove. You're level 2. You're level 2. I know it shows a max of level 15, but that is, you can promote classes. Level 5. Level 2. When enemies within 2 grids around you are in combat against blade-wielding troops, they're dodged. Minus 20. Against light infantry. Adjacent friendly infantry receive defense 1, armory 2. When your target is not on flat terrain, you get a chance to hit and attack. When attacking from the enemy's flank or rear, attack and dodge. Your HP is lower than 50%. You receive attack plus 20%, and all damage to you are reduced by 30%. And your successful hit recovers 3 HP for you. Oh. Adjacent friendly infantry units receive attack plus 1, defense plus 1. You get a new command inspiration for which grants you attack plus 2 for 3 turns. Can be activated once per mission. And a permanent speed boost. Whew, and let's see, we have promotions. Let's see, can we... Okay, so we can see... Complete the class challenge quest of the Malmasons to unlock. Level 15. Attack and defense, attack and speed. Interesting to see the stats change. 1131, 231. Okay. We don't have any inventory. Our summary, it shows us that we got credit for 25 kills? All those artillery on that stage must have been credited to us. Alright, we will march. Improve your reputation in the Foulants to get the pre-battle advice from your staff advisor. Defeat all enemies. Praline is defeated, or any 3 friendly units are defeated. No bonus challenge. Huh. We have campfire. If you rest next to it, you recover HP. Flat ground. -1 move, but defense and dodge. Okay, can I change? We are even. You have a... Okay, I can swap you around, but there really isn't a point. Alright. And now we move the camera back to the upper right corner. If you ask me, I'd say our brother is of course very capable, but making this young lady a commander? What's wrong with the big shots in Paris? She's not as weak as you may think, and she's already established brilliant achievements in Toulon a few months ago. Really? She hasn't said a word for quite a while. Is she too nervous? If you care so much, why don't you ask her? Big deal. Commander, it's almost time to... Some infantry and artillery stationed on the lower terrain. Most of the enemies are gathered around the village on the mountain. We should separate them into 3 groups and defeat them respectively.
确实，
First, deal with the infantry regiment in the front as quickly as possible, and then engage the skirmishers at approach, luring them away from the clumsy artillery. And then rush to the mountain, eliminating the defending infantry using the terrain as cover, and regroup before confronting the enemy's main corps. What's the matter, Monsieur Moreau? I was just about to find you. The enemy has a lot of light infantry. Can your cavalry handle them? Piece of cake. Just leave it to me. I've been waiting for some battles since I arrived in Italy. Excellent. Please get prepared right away then. As much as you want. Like brother, like sister. Once we see the weapon square. Something changed? It seems like you don't look down upon her now. Speaking of which, Monsieur Lanz, do you have any comments? Not the one who's one of those representatives from Paris. I do not judge the soldiers solely by their appearance. However, those in Paris sent us only a new commander, while the food, supplies, and equipment remain unimproved. They just couldn't care less about the troops on the front line. Take it easy. She's the sister of General Bonaparte. Let's see what she's capable of. The problems encountered on the battlefield can only be solved on the battlefield. Well then, let's start with this battle and kick the enemies back to where they came from. Alright, do we... Always remember to occupy terrain that would bring you advantages. Grass is suitable for hiding, thus increasing your dodge and defense. Alright, as we see the weapon square, as much as possible, you want to always have the advantage. If you cannot have the advantage, you want to be equivalent. Oh, you came to see Biscuit. So, as we see here, Pauline is equivalent to these two right here. And that's fine. It'll be a normal attack. Whereas, Dieger, whatever his name was, I don't know what it is. Maybe a 50% attack boost and a 50% decrease in attack from them. It's pretty potent. It's at least 20% both ways, which makes it quite noticeable. But like this guy, he's not weak to, but ideally you don't want him to unless it's to finish them off. This guy will shred this guy and this guy though. So one step at a time. I don't see any really funky tie. Like, we see a treasure chest. There is a treasure. You have to move next to it. Or maybe on it, I'm not sure. The game is wanting me to move here for sure. They're showing me first time usage. Like, I don't see like a ring of flowers or something that draws my attention to go step on it. Now, that being said, maybe next to the well there's a bonus. Maybe a door, I can't say. A lot of stages do have an item on it, as we saw in the prologue. I don't think we're gonna find 3 items very often, but, you know.
可别落在后面了。
We want to change what weapon we're using, though. And we will wait. Yeah, we have a button for
下令吧。
that
是
is
证
their
明自己的时候
attack
了。
location. That's not, yeah, okay. So
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
yeah, that's flat ground. That's not gonna do anything. All right.
整理一下行装，让我们跳骑兵来亮个相。
That's a mistake on their part.
自由射击，找好位置，射击。
He is unfortunately like level 5 or whatever, so
自由射击，找好位置，射击。
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
yeah, we'll just do that. Oh, wrong. Yeah, intern.
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Alright. This countryside is so poor that I can't even hear a single coin clinking. It took me half a day to find a bottle of wine. There's not much left of the ammunition, and I'm asked to provide artillery support on the front line. The new commander really likes to boss people around. Who is that woman? Artillery Officer Paulette Marique is the one who arrived late. Although she's often lazy, she won't be absent in crucial moments. I would say that she's either particularly sly or particularly good at reckoning. Monsieur Lons, you seem to know her very well. That's unexpected. It's just that I've known her for the longest amongst my colleagues. She seems to be the same age as Josephine and looks like a very experienced artillery officer. Well then, Mademoiselle Paulette, I'm counting on your military support. This is the new commander, Napoleon's sister. Looks like she's a capable person. It would be a profitable deal if I can get along with the Bonapartes, both brother and sister. No problem. I'll get the job done. I don't know. I'm reconsidering how we're gonna deal with Kitty Pam in this game. The ammunition reserve is low, and there's enemy artillery nearby. Maybe I can find something that they had left behind. Artillery have long attack range, but they cannot counterattack in close range. Do keep them away from enemies. Paulette only has a few cannonballs left. Find the trophy chest on the battlefield to get some supplies. Alright. do you even have any? You don't even have any. You are in attack range.
弟
Well,
兄们，准备战斗！
okay. Received round shot. How many shots do you get? 10. She does start at level 2. Oh, she has skill. How do I see? Like, I can hear the cursor trying to do something, but it doesn't show. I recall that her ability is if she drinks wine for like 2 or 3 turns, she gets bonuses to shooting at that point, both to morale and, I don't know, maybe damage or something. Alright, you're level 2, 2, 2, 5.
做决定前，
we
先收
can
集下
hit
情报。
with
请遵吩
you.
咐。
Can't hit with
都准备
you.
好了吗？
We can hit with you. If you were to attack, would you kill them? No, you would hurt them. You would do 8 points of damage. You, on the other hand, would you kill them? That is 9. 8 and 9 is not. If we did experimental, that is also 9. You would still be alive. You're at 8.
小事一桩，
If
包在
we
我身上就行了。
attacked with you, that would put them at 8. So we could hit with you, starting the chain of killing.
冲锋！
And this will give him a decision of which way he wants to attack. We had 8, and we want to attack with you if possible. We want extra experience to go to our lower levels. We will do enough damage to kill them. So it's, well, if we hit 69, 64. Uh, 64. $69.
注意，放！
That's right. Give me that sweet, sweet experience. 68.
是敌军，开火！
Now it's showing experience. No, I think it's morale of the enemies. I don't think they can level. Oh. Whew. Damage 12. Campfire can restore HP for adjacent troops. Ignite it simply by using the weight next to it. Alright, who can hit?
不要大意，
You
部队的后
cannot.
勤也要跟
策
上。
马，
You cannot. You can. You're level 2.
让我们跳骑兵。
不要冒进，
You can
专案预
also
定计划
hit.
行动。
If we were to do this, we would get a game over. Well, we don't want game over for him just yet. If we were to use our musket, also game over. Okay, if we were to use... This would not be a game over. We are lowering our accuracy. Yeah, let's do it. We want to get as much experience as we can. And you, my sir, can finish the job.
跟好了，冲！
Your main character is in every stage. All these other people, they're not always with you, so you will have stages where you're not sure who you're gonna have. Alright, we don't...
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
That's right, Paulette lit the campfire. You have full, you have full, you do not.
可别拖
And
我的后
we
腿
want to
啊！
move you first.
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
You can be there. You can be there. We have gun. We have kneeling. We do have a kneeling. We can have you bait them out. Yeah, we'll kneel with one and then, well, bait with one and then
打起
finish
精
with
神，
someone else.
可别落在后面了。
Okay, wonderful.
下令吧，是你证明自己的
Just
时
in
候了。
case, you don't get the HP until your next turn.
做决定
We
前，
want
先
you
收集一下
to
情
be
报吧。
here because you and you can hit the same spots.
都准备
We
好了
can
吗？
move Pauline up, giving attack boosts. I
简单吩
don't.
咐，
We can put you here. Why not?
小
And
事
we
一
can
桩，
also
包
move.
在我身上就行了。
I don't think you could move across that, so let's move you over here.
弟兄们，
And we can
准
just
备
move
战
here.
斗！
Brah. 57%.
找好位置，射击！
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Come on up. Come on up. Alright. We don't need to worry about the ace. The ace is like level 3 or something, right? Yeah. We don't need to worry about him yet, though. We do have cavalry. We can
整理一下行装，
come
让我们
behind.
跳骑兵来亮个相。
Oh, we don't want to do that yet. Why get our good boy
好事要
hurt
趁
when we
早，
can
今天的头功就让给我吧。
we can soften him up ahead of time.
给我轰！
Yeah, that's right.
Don't 别落下，冲锋！
58% chance to hit. Okay, we have. You could definitely kill. Can you even reach? You
部队打
cannot.
策吧。
You
不要
can.
冒进，
You
就按预
can.
定计划行动。
We can have you at least attack. That way you can get some experience for jumping in. And this guy can heroically shoot.
可别瞧不起老
I'm
人
old
家
but not weak.
看我
Brap, 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 brap. Plus 10 bonus experience with a heroic attack. I don't think they're gonna move forward at all, though. Isn't this the French army of beggars? How dare they show their faces here? Look at their miserable equipment and troops, and they want to confront us with this? Push the front line forward and teach these mud-covered bumpkins a lesson. Mud-covered bumpkins are kicking your butt right now, though. Let's see, we can have
打起
Let's
精
see,
神，
where can you
可别落
hit?
在后
下
面。
令吧
Can you hit?
是你证明自己。
小姑娘，快下命
Okay,
令吧。
so really it's
你们
just
看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
you're gonna put some hurt.
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Schmack. That's alright, man. You get some experience. But you pulled their back to me. And 69. Man.
准备，开火！
Supposed to be nice. Supposed to be nice. Let us try and get you. Disadvantage 68%. Well, we got it that time. He earned that X pizzle for Rizzle.
伙计们，该你们上场
You
表现了。
definitely can't hit from there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe you can. Let us see your movement first. Okay, yeah, that works. That works then.
开火！开火！
Nice, nice. Get the experience that you can, and we will try to finish him off right here.
自由射击！
Beautiful, beautiful. Normally, if you were to attack a cannon or artillery unit right next to him, they can't counter, but an artillery unit can counter an artillery
做决
unit.
定前，
Can
先
any of our people hit
Did you-
artillery
小
units?
事一桩，包在我。
弟兄们，准备
1,
战
2,
斗！
3, 4. Okay, so we'll put you here. So you have, oh, if you get hit, oh man, that's like, if you get hit and they hit you again, that is death. That is not bueno. I'd almost rather you take the first swing at me in that case. And wait there. Let's see. In that case, I have goofed though. Where is your full attack range? Let's just view where you're at. I think everyone else is at a high enough HP that they could take 2 hits. Well, this is perfect.
给我后！
Perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better result for those two. And you... Well,
都别落下，冲锋！
I'm okay with that too. Ooh.
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Alright. Bum, 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 bum. You have the advantage. We actually can get double advantage on you.
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。
You are level... You're level 1. Might be good sending you over there. No, you'd get a bonus against the boss. But we don't want you to kill the boss.
不要大意，
You
部队的
can't
后勤也要
make
跟
it.
上。
But in this case, we'd get a nice hit on him. Well, let us
怎
send
么
him first
要我
then.
变装去探下虚实吗？
Yep.
找好位置，射击！
Get a nice safe hit in.
火，开火！
Boom! If I were to attack you with the experimental gun, not enough to kill you. Definitely would hurt you. It's like you should try to get experience for other people as often as you can, because it is so much easier for your main character to obviously get experience. Yes. Tofu! You got close to a level. And us attacking would be death. Let us save that if we miss. We can miss. We don't want to.
开火！
This is impossible. How did they defeat me with so few troops? She must be a witch. Damn it. Rawr. Standard report ×2. The reports are used as a consumable when you are upgrading your characters for skills. Beautiful. We achieved such a victory with such limited forces. She's just as incredible as her brother. Haha, Mademoiselle Bonaparte is truly a talented commander, with a well-deserved reputation. Hello? That's not what you said before.
确实，
Indeed, Commander Bonaparte's performance proved to be both excellent and impressive. You're very different from those who join the army just for money and power. I look forward to working together with you in the future. You're all too kind. How am I worthy of the general of the army if I can't handle this kind of difficulty, right? Marquis de Lafayette always taught us to be this way at the École Militaire. Well, it seems that you guys still treat me as an outsider. We still have enemies to deal with, so let's dispense with formalities, shall we? Marquis de Lafayette, what have you taught them? And don't be so cautious and official, just call me Pauline. I'm glad I could keep the casualties of my army to a minimal this time. Interesting, this young lady is so interesting. It's not bad to have such a commander. Having said that, Paulette, you're a veteran officer in the army, and the military discipline must be followed. Don't you worry, with such a good boss, I'm willing to work hard. Great, with the help of an elder like Paulette, I'm truly relieved. Ooh, God, she's not good with words. What? Elder? I'm only 27. Excuse me, is Pauline Bonaparte here? Excuse me, princess. Who's yelling outside? Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. The Night of Dusk. New combat quest is available in the Malmason Salon. Well, before we do anything, we will always save, because don't know if we do something stupid in between now and then. Our summary shows us our characters and our monies and stuff. Okay. We can be sold for a little money. Well, we don't need to sell it. I Want to hold on to this. I will probably use it on my main character. Still sell it for a little money. We have 2 items. Do you wish to meet with His Majesty? The king is studying locksmithing today. Perhaps you should come again when the time is right. Dang it. This camera. In view of your position, the royal family will also support you with appropriate supplies. Oh. +1 armor. Hit chance +5. Portrait of the king. Dodge +5. Morale increase +5. Infinite own. Huh. Don't want to buy any of that right now, but thank you.
回来了，战果怎么样？
Yeah, I too like the
哎
jungle.
呀，你那个哥哥呀！
Bonaparte sent more letters recently. He's much more enthusiastic than he'd seemed to be. In addition, the big shots in Paris have recently been looking for extraordinary military personnel for chances of jolly cooperation. If you want to get ahead, now is the time. Alright, so we got a new
我这屋
quest.
子也不是借
You
给
can
你
get
白
to
住
live in
的。
that apartment for free, you know. There's work to be done. Funds +300. Oh, this is a like a bonus practice stage. Improve your reputation in the Foulants to get the pre-battle advice from your staff advisor. Defeat the commander. 2 units lose, we lose. No bonus. So let's see. We have level 2 gunners. Some more level 2 gunners. Level 2 gunner. We have bad people with rifles here. Light infantry. Experimental muskets. Oh, so we get that when we kill him. Is that the only one we get? Okay, so... Notice that we have 5 characters, but only 4 slots on who to bring with us. She is ridiculously strong. She needs some levels behind her. The one guy that isn't with us, who would be a bonus versus more than half the troops here. 2, 4, 5. 5 of the 10. 6 of the 10. And the other 4 he'd be equal to. He's level 5. We shouldn't use him and give everyone else the opportunity to gain experience. Let's see. Let's just go for it. Dun 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 dun.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
We could do that. Let you come to him. Fight equal. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's get you here. We don't have any crazy. We don't have like artillery or anything. So we'll wait here. Because you guys will be at least a turn out. We are going to want to have you in position though. To earn a little bit of experience. It's funny, that spot is... He is strong versus us, but that's only versus 2 of my units. We just have to not be in his attack path.
下令吧，是
Get
你证明
right
自己的时候了。
there.
你们看好了，
Have you
别
right
拖我的后腿啊！
here. Alright. That's right, buddy. Come on down.
注意，
You are level 2. You definitely could hit. You cannot hit. So it wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly.
弟兄们，准备战斗！
1, 2, 3. Let's check that attack. 78%, 91%. Well, let's go for it.
给我后！
Boom! I feel like an attack like that should still do some damage, regardless. We are going to
准备，开火！
take advantage of our super rifle. We don't want to be weak.
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
Yeah.
都别落下，冲锋！
Tofu!
我早说过了，别管什么作战计划，跟我冲就对了。
That was a terrible level, and you should feel ashamed of yourself. You are at full health, so if I were to attack, I would lose half my health if you hit. If I get you from behind, still the same hit percentage. Can you hit? No, but you are really close to in range. It did not improve our hit percentage, right? 91. 9 damage. Alright, let's get some experience.
尝尝这个。
Enemy turn. Crap.
是敌军，开火！
Yeah, get that XP. %56%. Nice. Now I think we'll heal too.
不要忘
Yeah.
记，就按预定计划行动。
We have 2 shots of our super gun left. Let us... I say super. Super is nice because it does have a range of 2. Can you hit? You can hit everything.
不要大意，
You are toast in that regard.
好事
Well,
要趁
let
早，
us...
今天的
let
头
you...
功就让给我吧。
You can do 9 to either. So not enough to kill. In that case, why don't we move you here?
开火！开火！
I want to milk the experience as much as I can. You're gonna kill him, so it doesn't matter.
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Yeah. And we...
准备，开火！
So close to leveling. Let's see. You, just to make sure, can go nowhere near you. Damage 6. So you're not gonna kill him, which is good. This helps milk a little more experience. No! We get a double attack! Alright, well, for sure,
是你证明自己的手。
打起精神，
let's
可
get
别落在
you
后
up
面了。
here. You right here.
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
伙计们，
Start
该你们
you
上场表现了。
trickling up forward. You are full.
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
Let's see. You can hit some grass. You... Okay, so can we hide in this grass? Yes. We are weak to you. That's okay. That's okay. We will switch to our other gun. Wait, because we have backup. And you will wait there, because you need more health. We don't mind swapping out. Doesn't matter if it takes... Oh. Rude. 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 Could you attack and completely obliterate? You can. May or may not get hit. Alright, that's fine. Beautiful, beautiful. We got you. Actually, we could move you here, because it doesn't really matter. 90%. Let us get that hit. Boom! And just to make sure, you get pretty darn close. %, and I get hit for 5, which puts me at puts me to 14. No, that puts me to 9. Okay, I'll live. Doesn't matter, because you're dead. It's a little better than the other person, not by much, jeez.
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
You guys coming forward? No, no, you are not. We don't get a bonus for doing it faster, not on this stage, so we can move units around as we like. We can go full heal up our units. It's not a huge deal.
都准备好了吗？
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
You have the experimental rifle, you just have musket.
谨遵吩咐。
So we can get you there.
弟兄们，准备战斗！
You right into it, my gosh. Alright, we're gonna be a couple of turns still. End our turn. That's fine. We're not in a rush to beat this. We don't have an objective.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
都准备好了吗？
好事要趁早。
Actually, I wonder
今
if
天
we
的头功
1, 2,
就
3,
让给我
1, 2,
吧。
3, 4. We could get a hit. They might get to shoot twice and kill. Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we should.
部队的后勤也要
I
跟上。
know. We'll wait till next turn. We'll wait till next turn. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da. Oh no. That is silly. Need 1 second. I am sorry. when fixing Streamlabs earlier and logging in and out, I watch over my own stream to make sure nothing goes wrong. I've been logged in as my bot, so none of my stuff was there showing things. And I was wondering why things were crazy. So, now that things are there and working right. Okay. You can move to the grass.
下令吧，
Yes, we'll move you
是你
here.
证明自己的时候了。
We'll move you here.
伙计们，
You can
该
move
你们上
here
场表
because
现了。
everything's
小事一
fine.
桩，包在
Put you
我
right
身上就行了。
here. Yes. What? You're not supposed to get scared now.
谨遵吩咐。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Okay, well, let us move you there
弟兄们，
and you
准备
up
战
one.
斗！
Let's see if you guys will be chickens again. I will attack.
好事要趁早。
都准备好了吗？
Okay.
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
All right, whatever.
开火！开火！
77 or 82, and we get 2 attacks. So if we miss, nice. What is your range? You don't move.
哼，整理一下行装，让我们跳骑兵来亮个相。
If they hit you,
都别
55
落下，
percentile.
冲锋！
Tofu! Yeah, get him.
跟好了，冲垮他们！
He's getting close to the next level already.
都别落下，冲锋！
Tofu!
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Alright. We are happy and proud of you.
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
不要冒进，
You...
就按预定计划行动。
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
He does have a heroic, but we won't worry about that just yet.
弟兄们，准备
Can
战
you
斗！
attack from there? No. Well, then we will wait a turn. Everything's still looking good. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. We've waited
小事
there.
一桩，
Let me wait right here real quick just to see. Did we find anything there? No. No, we did not.
哼，整理一下行装，让我们跳骑兵来亮个相。
What's it matter if it's an extra turn or two? This is a bonus stage of sorts.
好事要趁
Alright,
早。今
so
天的头功就让给我吧。
打起
we
精神，
want to
可别落在后
do
面了。
inspire. That is not a lot of damage.
给我后！
You know what? I'm gonna have you just go back. You might as well as go heal.
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
You get 5 attacks.
该我。
Milk those couple of experience points, my girl. Moink, milk.
这势头不错嘛？怎么样？再给点
Can I get a
赏钱吧
bonus salary? Well, you keep getting levels like HP and attack. Maybe you can.
小事一桩，包在我身上。
Well, hi, Biscuit. We don't want to jump in. Because if I was to jump in, I would take 8. I'd get 1 chance to jump in and have to jump out. So let us not do that yet. Let us milk what we can milk with
让我们跳骑兵来亮个相。
弟兄们，
artillery.
准备战斗，
Leaving.
让你们瞧瞧我的拿手好戏。预备，
Do a heroic shot, doing almost double damage. Getting a little bit more experience.
好事要趁早，今天的头功就让给我吧。给我后！
Boom.
你们看好了，可别拖我的后腿啊！
Alright, alright, alright.
伙计们，
I really
该你
like
们
the
上场表
artillery
现
in
了。
this. They get some really cool special abilities later.
该我，
But,
该我。
they literally get into melee range of something and it's literally instant death. So, I will milk any little bit of experience that I can get.
弟兄们，准备战斗。
As I can.
给
It'll almost never happen that you get to go through your entire
小事一桩，包在我身上
shots
就行了
like that. Sword Saint! Hey buddy, how you doing? We are in the early part of it, but there was a lot of dialogue. So like this is only stage 3, and half of my game so far feels like I've been chatting. How did the APA area error still? But it's like a cross between Fire Emblem and yeah, I see the API error. And Advance Wars in some aspects. You absolutely can. I know I had to log in beginning of my stream to do that. To even have it show up. How did the rest of your yeah, I'll have to check that out. I appreciate it. I'll definitely do that after stream. The rest of your Resident Evil 5 go with Hexatrek, right? Did I say the name right? Or you just say Hex?
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
We will kill them if we hit, so let us heroic shoot. Yeah, we got this now. Did you manage to finish the game, or...?
就在这儿击溃他们。
Yeah, finish that stage off. Some standard reports. Awesome. Are you planning on finishing it next week, or are you going to do it tomorrow? Tomorrow? Awesome. I'll tune in for what I can. Alright. Let us save it. We are on Chapter 4, or the start of Chapter 4. My old file was only on Chapter 8.
战果怎么样？哦，
No client for the time being. I'll let you know if you get any jobs. Okay, so I have no more stages to do. We are ready for our next battle. Yeah, it's always fun, my friend. You know I like to poke you with your redeems, too. I'm like, no healing. Immediately, like 10 seconds after, Hex heals you. No grenades. Immediately winds it. It's like you were looking at it and you're like, haha, I'm gonna break it right now. I was laughing at it. It's fine. You might have been caught up more in the moment. Alright, we got a new character joining us. Let's move the camera over. Excuse me, as Pauline Bonaparte here. By the way, our main character is named Pauline. She is the sister to Napoleon Bonaparte. We are in that time era. And Dr. and Mrs. Tuffymon let us know that Pauline was a legitimate sister to Napoleon. Now, she also said that she wasn't a wartime sister, but she did back him up in politics and stuff. So it's kind of cool that our main character may not necessarily be what this game is doing. It's like a little twist on real stuff, history. I think that's kind of cool. I'm Pauline Bonaparte. What's the matter, young little drummer? I have a weird feeling that this girl looks like someone I know. Phew. Ravi de vous rencontrer. I am Amy Leclerc. Leclerc? Oh, right. You're Monsieur Leclerc. Yes, that's my brother. He's recovering in Paris now. Leclerc? The rich merchant Leclerc? I see. He hasn't recovered yet, then. Don't worry. My brother is very robust. It won't take long for him to fully recover and run all the way to the front line in one breath. Probably. The brother pushed us out of the way and took artillery fire, breaking both of his legs in the process. So props to only breaking your legs in artillery fire and not losing your life, right? Probably. Oh, right. My brother told me that if I had trouble in Italy, I could come to you. Because you still owe him big time. Well, that's true. Then please help Oscar. She was trapped by the Austrian army. Oscar? Oster de Rochambeau. Rochambeau. Oh, man. Monsieur Lans, do you know her? Yeah, she used to be a member of the Royal Cavalry Regiment, and she's a famous local noble. As long as you don't kick each other. Oh, that noble rider. She's alright. Please help her. The town ahead was suddenly attacked by the enemy. Oscar was trapped by them while she was covering our retreat. What now? She's an officer of the nobility. Maybe we should ask Napoleon's opinion first. We don't have the time. She was surrounded for helping friendly forces, and we can't just sit back and do nothing about it. That's true. This is a request as Monsieur Leclerc's sister. I can't refuse her. Moreover, speaking of class origin, my family was also nobility. Okay, then I'm going to assemble the troops. Mademoiselle Leclerc, please tell me the details of the situation. No problem. Her exclamatory voice is really exactly the same as her brother. Reinforcements. If you see footprints on the field, you gotta be careful. Any advice? No, we're not good enough to get advice. Alright, so if we look, do we see any footprints? We see treasure chest. We see an ally. Kinda looks like footprints right there, but I don't see... See, this is very tactics-like at a first glance. The fire will help us because they won't be able to push. And at the same time, this will let us recover. We get to bring everyone into battle this time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. He's strong against, no, he's weak against us. Yeah, okay. Alright, we're ready. Let's just jump into it. Great, the enemy has not completely surrounded the town yet. We arrived just in time. Don't they? Look, Oscar's dragoons are at the gate.
成败在此一举。
There are a lot of enemy cavalries nearby. Put the line infantries in formation. Don't let them break through. Pauline, do we retreat as soon as we've rescued Oscar? The enemy is also fighting continuously and has not yet established a firm foothold here. We're going to take back the town after we rescue Oscar. Hold on, Oscar.
难道说
Is that reinforcements? And that banner? Amy joined your army. Oscar joined your army. Alright. Oscar's heavy cavalry deals more damage by charging. The longer they move before attacking, the harder they hit. So let's see. You're hurt. You do have food. You're not affected by anything. We have a weapon square in the far right corner, so you can see that heavy cavalry will be equal to this one, but will do extra damage and take less damage from this guy. These are all even, but these two people will be beating them. He gets a bonus versus the bottom people. We only have her, and she's way over there. This one, way over here. Do we have anybody that has items that'll drop for beating them? Royal Saber. Level 15. I don't think we're gonna get to fight her. She's gonna run away with that weapon. That's a shame, because I want that weapon. Alright, so first things first, we want to see our movement squares. Okay, so why don't we
有什么要求就尽管说吧
have。you? That is, It is an item there. Can you make it all the way to her? No. Can you make... You can. Let him work to us. Okay. Can we change your area? Which way you're facing? No, but you did get a new sword. Alright. And we have you going all the way up here. You do not make it that far. How far do you go? Not nearly far enough. Alright, so let us get you here. Change to musket. Everyone holds 3 items. I currently have 2 weapons. One that allows me to attack directly next. This one has a little bit lower attack accuracy, but allows you to attack from a range of 2. Weapons do not break when they hit 0, unlike the earlier fire emblems. And they recharge at the end of battle. Food, on the other hand, is a consumable and done. So...
好
we
事
will
要
move
趁
you
早，今天的
forward.
头功就让给我吧。
You, on the other hand,
轮到我了吗？
are special. we can heal our troops. This is our first healer, but we can also give morale bonuses. So we can... Boom, 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 boom. How ballsy do you have to be on the battlefield with just a drum? Right?
谨遵吩咐。
Move you forward.
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
哼，整理一下行装，让我们骠骑兵来亮个相。
Yes. Miss.
该我们上了。
Miss. Oh man, that's rough. Ooh, charge bonus. 39%. Man, that forest really
准备。
stepped up. Absolutely crushed them. Military band can restore HP and morale for other troops by playing music. Keep them protected at all times. Yeah, I know.
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
You do have a range of 1. We're even. Nine times 2 at 100. What? Were we the same for here? 9 times 2. We're gonna take a hit, but we're also gonna kill him. Beautiful. All right.
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。
Well, that's unfortunate. You can pretty much go anywhere. That's heavy cavalry. We don't want you to hit. How about 9 damage, so we can take a second hit. If you get hit there, you kill, you kill. Alright.
自由射击！找好位置，射击！
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
100% chance. Get him.
尝尝这个。别松懈，还没。
Good job.
等我们凯旋回国时，
Oh
再
man.
庆祝吧。
Well, at least they're getting HP, I guess. 100%.
该我，
Thanks. I try. It's not to say that I'm infallible. It all depends on the game that you play. Some of them, when you know that the game will let you respawn at the end of the stage, you get gun-ho and be like, whatever, and as long as, you know, my main character doesn't die. But this one penalizes you for every character you lose in a stage. And after 1 or 2 penalties, you, yeah, like let's say this stage gives you 1,000 gold for completing it. You'll lose 500 for every character that died on the stage. Retreated on the stage. So it's like, you won't lose the stage, but you do need to be cautious, because if you're retreating too much, you're losing out on money that is... It's a snowball effect, you know? So it's like, you gotta be cautious. You don't want to, like, lose too many people. I don't think that the money can go into negatives, though. I think you can just zero out. I like you being here. That's a heavy defense and dodging bonus here. If I move here, it'll give everyone... I wish I could see my little... Yeah, here we go. Inspiration. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Adjacent friendly infantry units receive 1 attack and 1 defense. And you are... light infantry. So if I stood next to you... line infantry. So if I stood next, these guys would get a boost. But I'd be giving up that. I'd only get attacked by 1 person, though. Actually, I could still attack with this. Boom, 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 ba-doom, ba-doom. Alright, now we just have you. The charge bonus. And... let's see. That won't kill you. I'll take 2 damage. This also won't kill you. I'll take 3 damage. Which is weird, because this... says +2 defense. +1 armor. I guess the armor is the big part here. Well, let us... Single attack or double? Double attack. You get experience on hit, you get, of course, more experience on kill. The little campfire at the bottom, if you end your turn next to it, you'll heal. Six. Well, let's see. Uh-oh. Started raining so suddenly. After so many days of continuous heat, it finally gets cool. Yay! The rain is too heavy, which is not a good thing for combat. Why, Monsieur Lons, are we going to be defeated? I don't want to die. No, I didn't mean that. What I'm just saying is... Don't worry, young lady. Lons is just afraid that I'll catch a cold. He's an enthusiastic gentleman. Oh, I see. Monsieur Lons is really warm-hearted. Huh? No, I'm not worried about this drunkard at all. In fact, heavy rain is not conducive to maneuvering, and it's more difficult to avoid enemy offensives. And the gunpowder could easily become damp. Amy once learned it from her brother. This young lady definitely knows everything. In heavy rain, it's harder for troops to dodge attacks, and the fires on the battlefield will extinguish. Even worse, the cost of ammunition and cannonballs will be doubled. Do pay attention to the usage of your weapons. Well, let's see. We have you. We're definitely going to want you over there. Dun, dun, dun. It's unfortunate.
别担心，我
If
会
you
完
were
成任
to
务的。
attack with the cavalry sword, you'll do 8 and take 4. You'll deal 9 and take 5. We don't want to take 5. We want to take 4. But let's make, well, ooh. That's enough to be a charge. We don't want to charge. Unless we get charging on you. 9, why am I getting penalized for doing more damage? 10, 7. 9, 6. That doesn't seem fair. Yeah, it's really gorgeous. The game is recent, but it's not like this year recent. It's on Steam, so we could check it. Like, you could check it right now, or I could tell you after stream if you like. It's like 2 or 3 years old, to my understanding. It's very recent still. You know, it's not like Final Fantasy Tactics in '97. You know, it's 2020 or 2021. Let us. That'll put me at 9. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
拔剑吧，该我们上了。
All right.
小事一桩，包在我身上就行了。
That is a butt slacking. 9 damage, but you'll deal 12.
弟兄们，准备战斗！
100% chance to hit. Well, let's eliminate one.
给我后！
Well, work towards eliminating one. If I attack here, that'll give whoever a bonus.
下
Can
令
you
吧，
kill them
是你证明
outright?
自己的时候了。
You can kill them outright. Enjoy your experience, good sir.
开火！
You couldn't have gotten that one extra square to heal, huh? Alright. If you attack... They might miss. What's wonderful is there's no critical hits, so you don't have to worry about like, well, will they hit me twice as hard? No.
跟好了，冲垮他们！好马配合
Yeah, get that level up.
打的部队才配得上我的指挥。
Oh man, that is a really nice level. Especially after your last level. You're 5, you're 3.
不要冒
Let
进，
us...
去按预定计划行动。
Good night.
准备，开火！
Almost, almost. We don't...
到我应展身手的时候了。
Yeah, let us... up your morale.
大家打起精神来！
When you do a get 100 morale, you get the little fleur-de-lis icon next to the HP lights up, and you get a guaranteed hit with 50% extra damage. And something like artillery shots is noticeable. Who still has a turn? You do. Alright, well,
要我
let us
变装去
recover.
看下虚实吗？
Will that recover with the rain? I'm not sure.
抓紧精神，冲吧！
Charge! Ooh. You did not heal. That's not nice.
有什么要求就尽管说吧。
Let us get the heroic hit. We're 100%. If we were to miss, we would die, but hey, we're not gonna
别手
miss.
下留情，向敌
We're
人
gonna
展
get
示
an
你们真正的
experience
实力吧！
bonus. And a damage bonus. Man, that was nice. Alright. You, on the other hand, need to...
整理一下行装。
Can you
轮
move
到我
here?
了吗？
You can't. Okay, so we'll move you to here while you're weak. Move you here to heal. Since they done me dirty. You get a bonus against this old man, so let's move you out the way. Where you are able to hit her. We
好
don't
事要
want
趁
that.
早，今天的头功
So let us
就让
move
给我
you.
吧。
Actually, can you sneak and hit someone on the other side of the wall? Almost. Almost. That would have been nice. Let's just move you out the way. And... that's okay if we haven't done actions. I know you obviously haven't seen a lot of this, but what do you think of it so far, Sword Saint?
都别落下，冲锋！跟好了，冲垮他们！
Just mowed them down, my gosh. Pauline, lit the campfire. Miss Lenore, is there anything wrong?
又来了吗？
The reinforcements arrived so soon. It seems that I brought bad luck after all. I should have left early. Really? Never mind. The enemy's reinforcements just arrived too fast. I'm afraid that we don't have enough troops to hold the town. Our mission of blocking the enemy has come to an end. Let's retreat for now. Miss Leonore is a top-notch officer in both strength and record. Why isn't she popular amongst her own rank? The town that we occupied through hard fights won't be given away so easily. Take a good look at my performance, Miss Leonore. No, you didn't understand what I meant. Anyway, I will retreat now, and I wish you good luck. No, my weapon! Can you even move? You can, so I should expect you to start coming my way. You get a bonus. We don't want to see you. Where can you move? You can move most wherever you want. Okay, so
你们看好
let
了，
us move you
可别拖我
here.
的后腿啊！
知道啦，就包在我身上吧。
Let us heal you.
大家打起精神来！
Ooh, we can get a super heal now. And
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
no, okay. Can you also hit us? No, you can't. Neither can you, right? But you definitely can.
谨遵吩咐。
Let us at least sit here.
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。
Some people around.
请下命令吧，我相信你的判断。
Double check one more time, just to make sure. Let's hope they go after Pauline and don't go after Oscar. I should heal. I should. But I'm being stubborn.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Boom. Wow, that's what you chose? You had a chance to hit 3 different people, and that's what you went after.
弟兄们，准备
Alright,
战斗！
alright. 100. Wow, 15 damage? Done deal.
开火！开火！
You're close to level. You just leveled. 2, 2, 2.
不要大意。
Let us
部队的后勤也要跟上。
79. 91. Leaves you open for a roll to hurt. We will kill them. Yeah, let's do that.
注意，放！准备，开火！感觉不错，部队的配合更默契了。
Level up.
继续努力吧。
Wow, that is a monster level. My gosh. Okay. No complaints from me. If we get an attack from behind, we're still 79%. Let's go for it.
尝尝这个。
到我一展身手的时候了。
Let's do it for the X-Pizzle for Rizzle.
大家注意，军乐队的表演要开始了。
Yeah.
别担心，我会完成任务的。
Well, we can't make it there. We might as well just take a roundabout way.
包在我身上就行了。
Take 7, put us to 13. Okay.
都别落下，冲锋！跟好了，冲垮他们！
怎
Can
么
you
让我
get
变
in?
装去探下虚实吗？
Wonderful.
自由射击！
That guy,
有
he's
什么要求
scared.
就尽管说吧。
So we'll move you here. You are missing an
快下
HP
命令
point.
吧！
不要冒进，
You're
就按预
missing a
定计划行
couple.
动。
好事要趁早，今天的
轮到我了吗？
Yeah, let us just
大家打起精神来！
bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum. Okay. Not
怎么
enough.
样？怎么样？看到我的表
Enough
现
for
了
you to level
我可是
though.
很厉害的。
HP and leadership. Well,
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
整理一下行装，让我们跳起兵，
we
来亮
will
个相。
milk the fireplace for another turn.
做决定前，先收集下情报吧。
But I guess we can move forward. Let's see.
知道啦，就包在我身上吧。
Yeah.
大家打起精神来！
伙计们，该你们上场表现了。
你们看好了，
You
可
over
别拖我的后
here.
腿啊！
谨遵吩咐。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
请下命令吧，我相信你的判断。
All right. Here, what happened out here? What happened? The French are here. Just getting myself a drink and the enemy's attacking? What bad luck. Troops in uncontrollable status cannot perform any of your orders in this turn, but they can still counterattack when being attacked. Okay, let's see. That is Super Horseman. We don't want you getting hit.
包在我身上
Let
就
us
行了。
move you 2 down. We want you closer.
不要大意，部队的后勤也要跟上。
We don't need you in combat yet. You're still not at full, but you really don't
别担
need
心，
to be
我会
full.
完成任务的。
Mm. Let's see. You're ready. Yeah, let's do you.
到我一展身手的时候了，
Music. Get you up to speed.
大家打起精神来！
Bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum. Okay, we just don't want that horse to hit this person.
弟兄们，准备战斗！
怎么，让我变装去探下虚实吗？
Alright, looking good. I could probably obliterate him in one turn. I should want to kill these guys first, though. Let us move, no, let us move you here. Music. Dang, not enough.
打起精神来！
Okay, okay.
哼，整理一下行装，让我们跳起兵来亮个相。
Well, that is wonderful. I won't say no to that.
冲锋！
Tofu!
跟好了，冲垮他们！
Alright.
好事要趁早，今天的头功就
1,
让给
2,
我
3,
吧。
4. No, we want at least one space out. You are weak to you.
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
We can do heroic. We could do inspire. Heroic musket. Oh my, that is. Well, you're dead.
敌人露出破绽了，给我狠狠的打！
Brat. Well, we let one of them away. I was trying to impress her with my outstanding performance. I'm sorry, Miss Leonor. Pauline received heritage armor, insufficient equipment slot sent to the warehouse. Oh, I have to kill everything. Beautiful. I was a little sad that we were going to be missing out on a little bit of experience.
You 有什么要求就尽管说吧。
all the way over there. Pauline can get closer.
小姑娘，快下命令吧。
You can get closer.
下令吧，是你证明自己的时候了。
He's probably gonna suicide him, so... Nope. No, that's good too. Alright, you have a special attack. You have an up arrow for... From Pauline, from Lons. Speed, inspiration. Oh, okay, because I inspired. I am weak to that unit. Pauline is 3, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3. So let us move you first.
就包在我身上吧。
Let's get you a heroic, exciting tune on... Why not you?
行军的鼓点是最棒的，哒哒哒哒哒哒。
That's right, da 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 da. Enjoy that experience. You are weak to them. They may survive if you hit them. 8 will be okay. You can heroic shoot. Yes, it's beautiful. Again, always milk as much experience as you can. And I guess that can be right there right now. You are 4. And we have you get the final 4. Maybe. Heroic round shot. Beautiful. GG's.
都看准了，给他们来个大的。打得不错，今晚回去陪我好好喝
That's
上
right,
一杯
girl.
吧
Get that extra attack. That's what you need. La victoria est noire. That's right. Give me my war funds. Oscar, thank God you're fine. So it was you who called in the reinforcements, Amy. And you are... I'm the newly appointed commander. My name is... Pauline Bonaparte. What? A few months ago I fought alongside your troops. I was wearing a helmet at the time, so you might not recognize me. A few months ago? That was around the time I was awarded the medal. Well, your performance impressed me. I didn't expect you to be in Italy, and I hope that you can command the soldiers to fight as bravely as you did last time.
可是
No, it's... Oh no, Monsieur Lanz is injured. Are you alright? Do you need any exclusive drumstick knocking therapy? My brother would have recovered with a good knocking. It's just a scratch, nothing to worry about. Oh, is Lanz injured? Let me see. Pulls up Lanz's shirt. What are you doing? Gently applying some wine on your wound. It'll heal faster. You should thank me. Wine is not something you can easily get in the army. Wow, there are a lot of scars on Monsieur Lanz's body.
可是
Supplies of the Army d'Italie have always been very limited. There must be many soldiers like me. Hey, is it a scar counting competition? It's impossible for me to lose at this one. Let me show you my record. Starts undressing himself. Can't you people occasionally behave like decent military officers? It's really rare to see such a lively headquarters in the Armée d'Italie. There's nothing wrong with anyone taking a break if there's some free time. Mademoiselle Bonaparte, you have a letter from Paris. Do I now? It should be Josephine's letter. I wonder how the Malmaisons are doing in Paris. Do you have news from Paris? Amy wants to see too. Yeah. Let's get some biscuit pets. Yeah, look at that. He had a very stressful day today. Yeah. We had to go to the doctor's today, and he snuck into one of the dresser drawers when we weren't looking, and then he got shut in a dresser drawer for 3 hours while we went to the doctor's and had breakfast and came home and looked everywhere for him, and he was just napping in the drawer. Hey, Papa. Hey, Mama. I'm right here. I promise. He was spoiled rotten all day for it. Then I'll read it to everyone. Josephine's stories are much more vivid than Conte de Mirabeau. It's indeed a good pastime. Let's hear it. Why, don't you think she's a good superior? Thanks for stating the obvious. I'm better than you at evaluating people in the military. Oh, really? Maybe you can try to be better at not being wounded then. If you're done, then I'll start reading. Yeah, thank you, Biscuit. I love getting some tummy. In the streets of Paris. Alas, the streets of this district are still so confusing. Where is that store again? News of the front line. The situation in Italy is reversed by Napoleon Bonaparte. The banners of freedom fly on the land of Italy. Tut tut. It seems that the Bonapartes are really exerting themselves to the utmost there. I should be doing my part here too. I know that the game has 31 chapters, and that does not include any bonus content or side content. So, we will finish as fast as it takes us to get through 31 chapters. I've already told you, this is not... Ah, finally found it. I've already told you, this is not what you thought. I saw it. I saw everything last night, right in this store. A flash of blue flame followed by white smoke or something. This is definitely a witch casting her vicious spell. Definitely. And there are always suspicious goods shipped to the store in boxes. She's a witch. This girl is a witch. The recent spreading of the strange disease must be her doing. It's just some regular research material. Alas, forget it. It's too troublesome. She's definitely staying up late, finishing concoctions. I believe she is the merchant that sells us gunpowdered weapons, so... Mademoiselle Laurie, I think you should explain it clearly. It's for your own good. We have received reports from nearby residents multiple times. I have nothing to explain. It's for my research. And please don't waste my time any longer. I still have experiments to do. I'm afraid that we'll have to make a proposal to the Assembly to shut your shop down, although it may bring trouble to Monsieur Lavoisier. Professor Lavoisier. Seems that she's in trouble. Is there any way that I can help her? It's probably the factions. I don't know the difference between the symbols. Well, if it isn't Monsieur Robespierre, it's been a while since we last met. Madame de Beauharnais, what brings you here? I'm here to find you, of course. I went to the club and they said I could find you here. I don't know if you've heard that my Malmaison salon has recently reopened. I'd definitely be flattered if you could stop by sometime. Pauline once mentioned to me that she'd benefited a lot by listening to your advice at the royal banquet. Oh, the Maid of Toulon? She over-complimented me, I'm sure. I was just expressing my respect. Speaking of which, Mademoiselle Bonaparte is fighting on the front line in Italy. We, the Club des Cobbins would be glad to help the soldiers there.
我们雅各宾派
If there's anything you need, please do come to our club. Our doors are always open to all citizens at any time. Your reputation with the Jacobins has increased by 50. Thank you so much. In addition, Mademoiselle Laurie here is a friend of mine. As far as I know, she's only doing some research tasks by Monsieur Levasseur. Isn't the accusation of witchery a bit out of date in this era? And it would probably hurt the popularity of your party by making such a proposal. We'll listen carefully to the voices of all the people. However, as you said, it'd be somewhat rash if we do so. Citizen, I will hand over this matter to the committees of the Jacobins for investigation. We'll inform you immediately as soon as we have a result. If you say so, well, then I'll go back and take care of my son for now. You'll suffer one day, witch. You'll just wait for it. Then I should not bother you further. Goodbye, ladies. I don't know you, madam. Why are you helping me? I was just passing by and helping as I could. Monsieur Levasseur apprentice can't be a witch. Oh, do you know my mentor? Indeed. I came here today to find the store that he's a shareholder of. I guess this is the place. Well, I'm helping my mentor take care of the store, although my real reason is that there aren't many customers here and I can have more time for more experiments. Well, you're going to be busy from now on. You must have heard of Pauline Bonaparte. She's busy on the front line and is in need of some supplies. Since it is my mentor's request, it's also a job of mine.
那我就先回去了。
But I still have experiments to do. Please, look at the goods yourself. Levasseur really took a capable apprentice. Anyways, with the help of this shop and the Jacobins, I should be able to get a lot of supplies for Pauline. I should come here more often when I have free time. The factions, Parisian citizens, and Jacobins have been unlocked. The location's grocery store and Club des Jacobins have been unlocked. By establishing a relationship with other factions, the reputation of the Malmasons has increased by 50. Chapter 5. Heavy Fortification. Having said that, why did the enemy suddenly come back and attack the town? I can't figure it out, but the incoming troops are very fierce, especially those Prussian cavalries. That's not some ordinary enemy. According to the previous reports, the area ahead was already occupied by Napoleon. There must be some reason for the enemy to attack a town back here.
难道说
The Prussian cavalry officer gave me a feeling similar to Pauline. Why did she retreat so early?
确实
That's really suspicious. Could it be... They must be planning something for my brother's troops. Your instinct is very impressive, Pauline. General Dassault, why are you here? Didn't expect to be seeing you so soon. Just like you, I came to help Napoleon. This time his plan is greatly valued by the Assembly. If the Austrian army can be defeated, the pressure of the domestic public opinion should also be alleviated. But now there is no time for chit-chat. The threats to Napoleon, no, to the entire Armée d'Italie is imminent. What happened?
让我们一同战斗吧。
Assemble your troops. I'll explain to you on the road. Desai has joined your army. So exhausting. When was the last time that I was on the road all night long? About a month ago when Napoleon summoned you from Paris to Italy. Thanks for the persistence, everyone. This forced march is indeed the style of my brother. Is anyone willing to repeat the battle plan again? Because it's too absurd to believe, and I'm still worried that maybe I'm getting it wrong. Although it's unclear how they did it, the enemies apparently know Napoleon's offensive route very well. They'd cut off the connections between Napoleon and the home front in advance, intending to surround and eliminate his main forces. You have a lot of pretty ladies in this. We'll see her again, I'm sure, but there's one named Rose, and the Queen is also stunning too. There's no shortage of pretty ladies in this game. The gap that was exposed by the enemy's actions of dividing forces might be a trap to lure Napoleon
确
in.
实，
It seems that they have a commander with a clear mind, too. I know that the game has DLC, which I don't own. I don't know what it all adds, but there's like a samurai lady that you can get, which seems kind of not fitting with the time. Maybe I'll look into it before we finish. It'll depend. I don't know. I don't think it's more than a couple bucks. We'll see how we're liking this by the end of, stage 31. That being the case, why did your brother continue to push forward alone rather than retreat temporarily? Perhaps the purpose of the enemy is exactly that, to delay Napoleon's offensive. Although Napoleon had won quite some battles recently, we're still in short supply. Plus, the domestic situation is unstable due to the war. The time for us to continue fighting in Italy is running out.
这下可不好了。
We're really dealing with troubles both internal and external. What can we do to pacify the
是这样
people?
吗？
But Napoleon is not a man who will easily admit defeat. In any case, Napoleon's troops will continue to advance to capture the enemy headquarters, which is the only chance for us to win the war with Italy. In order to achieve this goal as the closest troop to the enemy, we must march all the way to the enemy's stronghold in Casaglia and take it, which will drive a wedge into the enemy's encirclement. The commander-in-chief of our army is really greedy. However, if you don't bet big, how can you win big?
可是，
Will the enemy give up on their stronghold so easily? From their perspective, my brother's actions is exactly what they expected. The enemy won't be able to determine our intention if they're suddenly attacked from behind, which will give us all the chance we need. Exactly, the enemy won't be in chaos for too long, so we can't risk any
当然是
delays.
骠骑兵来打头阵
Nice, that's some great deeds of merit if this plan works out. What are you waiting for? Let's get going. It seems Monsieur Murat's spirit has immediately recovered. Well, when it comes to the opportunity to earn decoration and reputation, that man runs faster than anyone else. Alright, everyone, keep up with Monsieur Murat for speed ahead. Whew. Receive Josephine's letter. New quest available. New combat quest. Alright, so first, before we even look at anything, we will do a save, because saves are good. Alright, so we are up to 8 people, and we always have tough decisions because people who are not in battle do not get experience, first of all. And secondly, we will never have all of our people in battle, so whether you wish to deliver favorites or alternate is up to you, but we do have a very specific amount of stages that we can do. Let's see, if we march, we have that. We don't want to do that. Let's see. What can we buy from you? Not good or bad, but don't want to talk to you. We just met you. Doing business is not what I'm good at. If I can have a good relationship with the stores in the city, I can surely get better goods. Alright, so
我正在忙
we，can buy
请您自己看看吧。
some swords, bread and wine. Okay, we don't need any of that right now.
公民，请注意，公民
What's your business, if I may
有
ask?
什么事？
It's a bit late to attend the gathering.
需要物资调配就来找我。
We got muskets and
亚伯丁派
rifles
很乐意为
and
爱国人士服务。
rounds. Okay, so again, nothing there.
回来了，战国怎么？我这屋子
You
也不是
didn't get
借
to
给
live in
你
that
来住的
apartment for free, you know
你要
that?
多
There's
处理
work
地
to be
呀。
done. We have 2 stages, one with extra money, one with extra money and reputation. Alright, and our reputation, how's that looking? We're getting close to a level. We're halfway. And nowhere. Okay, so we need to remember the symbols. That's the queen right there, the queen and the king. Alright, so... It is not... I don't know if you read manga like Kingdom, where they use real events and real names of characters and people in real life, but they like to, it's like writing a fantasy book with correct names and locations. That's what this game does. When I was talking to Dr. Mrs. Tuffymon earlier, she looked up our main character, Pauline. Pauline is the sister of Napoleon. That is a true fact. But according to her, she said that Pauline was not vested in military affairs. So as you can see, it's like the game is taking loose moments of history and rewriting it to what they want. So I'm sure if we were to look up some of these names, they might be real people, but you know, I don't know. I'm sure that we could probably pull up a wiki of this game at this point and probably fully see the spider webbing of history and knowledge that people have already done. And maybe I'll do that. That sounds kind of interesting. So I'm going to save it right here. Can I save it at the screen? No, we already talked to you. No, I don't want to. I don't want to do the stage right now. No, great. Oscar is safe now. I was so worried about you. When Amy said that she's going to find someone to rescue me, I didn't expect that someone would be Pauline. At that time, we were abandoned by our own forces and almost lost hope. Those heartless bastards should be put to trial with the court-martial and get shot right after that. I didn't think it that way, but when you covered our retreat, there were a lot of enemies getting close, right? How did you hold on until we arrived? We temporarily set up a barricade and blocked some enemy troops. After that, please, it was an escape. It was a mistake. Yes. I don't want to actually start the next stage yet. Okay. We have two bonus stages. We have that and yes. Okay, ongoing in this one. Okay, so we will pick up next time from here, starting with side content. Side content, I don't know if it goes away if you don't do it ASAP. But I do know that you can only win once. So we want to do it because otherwise your levels will fall behind. Also, depending on the side content, some of it is kind of like tutorial stages. New character, we want to teach you how to use that character. Stuff like that. So, let me start with